In a world full of fetal stimuli, finding practical ways to desexualize the brain makes it important. Constant calls for meat, especially in the digital environment, create serious problems for well-being. It is necessary to take specific steps in order to regain control of attention. The first step is a conscious reduction of unnecessary stimuli, such as pornography. Restricting access to social media content creates an obstacle to maintaining mental integrity. Caring for personal goals and activities is an effective strategy. Paying attention to specific goals, we avoid free time, which is subject to undesirable stimuli. We are going to reveal all the secrets. But before diving into this fascinating universe, let me share something powerful with you. The key to your satisfaction and success is how you direct your attention. And this video can help you with this, so watch to the end. Over the years, I have discovered that every moment of our attention has a significant meaning. Even every day, every second and every moment. So get ready for the journey. We are exploring how you can put all this aside. After this video, you will take control of your life and your attention, transforming yourself and not allowing it to affect you. Set goals and tasks. Keep your mind busy with activity that contributes to personal growth. Thus, always avoiding free time, which can lead to the impact of undesirable stimuli. This usually happens when you are home alone. Therefore, we must always keep our mind in constant motion, creating goals that are mentally elevated, and doing things that we have never done and seeing how desires disappear in a short time. If you cannot stop on your own, seek medical advice, as this can be considered addiction. These are the first steps to restore control over attention and contribute to a healthier development. I can assure you that when life finds a goal and is looking for a decisive future, direct your attention. Pay attention to the people who attract us. This is a behavior that we can consider natural. Our reproductive instinct is programmed to watch them. Nevertheless, it is important to distinguish between the assessment of one's beauty and becoming one of those people who cannot stop constantly looking, even if they have gone so far as not to carefully look at the intimate parts of a person when you leave. This is one of the most boring things you can see, and Stoicism does not teach us this. Such behavior seems quite funny, which indicates the extreme sexualization of the brain and the complete absence of self-control over attention. So we bring this video to you. You must learn this once and for all if you want to improve yourself in this daily battle which our mind provides us. It is very important to learn to control your attention and focus on what is really important, both at home and on the street. You must control your mind, allowing yourself to understand that you are a person of respect and the master of your fate to the extent that you are the master of your attention. Therefore, when you go out and find someone who is of interest to you, stop thinking and imagining intimate situations in which they are unlikely to occur. This practice will only lead to unnecessary suffering for your mind. My acquaintance adopts a wonderful rule for solving this situation, and, more precisely, it can be considered even a secret. When he comes across a woman who catches his eye, he looks at her once. However, if he watches her a second time, he feels obliged to approach her and start a conversation. This makes him better control his attention or face the discomfort of the beginning of a conversation with someone unknown. Start a conversation with attractive people. It is recommended not to achieve specific results, to talk to them, to know them as people, to interact without expectations. This will allow you to establish genuine connections and establish more significant relations. Establish authentic connections. In a world that is often characterized by the superficial nature of human connections, the search for genuine connections opens the true journey of personal enrichment. This approach goes beyond the framework of a simple physical look, focusing on the characteristics, values, and personality of a person, building strong and significant relationships, taking the perspective of establishing genuine connections. The focus shifts from visibility to the unique characteristics of each individual. Each person is a goblin of qualities that go beyond the framework of physical, and, paying attention to these characteristics, interaction becomes a desire to understand the true essence of a personality. By forming their thinking, it contributes to a more balanced and less sexual behavior. By focusing on the aspects that go beyond the framework of the physical, we create a healthy basis for human interaction. This not only enriches our relationships, but also changes how we perceive and appreciate people around us. Establishing genuine connections is not just a social act, it is a path that leads us to study the depths of humanity. Focusing on the characteristics, values and personality, we build relationships that go beyond the limits of superficial limitations. Such an active approach not only enriches our life, but also contributes to the creation of a more interconnected and significant social structure. The first step in this journey, it is necessary to distinguish, appreciate human beauty and surrender to hypersexualization, recognizing that aesthetic admiration does not need to be transformed into thought has a decisive meaning. Beauty can be appreciated respectfully and unwaveringly. Programming the perception of sexuality involves positioning cultural messages that perpetuate stereotypes and ideals. Deconstructing these preconceived ideas allows you to build a more authentic vision and give less influence to distorted narratives. In a world full of constant stimuli, the practice of focused meditation becomes a powerful tool for controlling our mind. Daily active observation and release of obsessive thoughts within at least 10 minutes can become an important catalyst for the development of self-control and the reduction of constant sexualization of thoughts. Focused meditation, often underestimated for its simplicity, is a practice that requires presence and intention. By devoting daily to this exercise, people can break away from mental madness and pay attention to the present moment. Focused meditation offers a space for conscious observation of thoughts instead of allowing the mind to wander without control. This practice encourages objective observation and allows intrusive thoughts to dissipate without clinging. Practitioners learn to understand that attention should not necessarily be enchanted by undesirable impulses, but should be purposefully directed. This form of meditation also serves as a conscious pause in the daily routine, a moment to disconnect from digital chaos and reconnect with oneself. Developing this practice, people receive a valuable tool for solving everyday mental problems. Focused meditation is an internal journey that offers a practical solution to the problem of constant imposition of dark thoughts. By devoting time to conscious attention, practitioners not only cultivate self-control, but also pave the way for a clearer mind and balanced perception. These 5 steps not only offer practical strategies for brain desexualization, but also pave the way for a more balanced approach. By applying this practice, people can again take control of their attention, contributing to a healthier and more stable state of mind in the face of the complexities of the digital world. In conditions of excessive sexualization of the environment, especially in the digital environment, it can pose a threat to well-being and mental health, forcing us not to progress, but to regress. Taking control of attention and practicing the 5 steps mentioned has a decisive importance for the desexualization of our brain and the restoration of mental control. Remember, you are the master of your fate in that you are the master of your attention. This video was completely different, so comment and leave your, as we know, if you liked the video. If this is new, take the opportunity to subscribe and activate the bell notification. See you next time.